The Hockey Dude. The Hockey Dude. The Hockey Dude.
What's up? What's up? What's up? I'm just checking out my audio, making sure I'm good tonight. Waiting for you chatters to come on in. Sounds good. Looks like we're here. We're live. Welcome, 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 hockey fans. Come on in. Come on in. Let's play You Be the GM. Tonight's the night. Big stream plan tonight. You guys should jump on in on this one. You won't be disappointed. Probably going to start things off reading my two predictions for tonight. Oh, I was just texting you, buddy. What's up? I'm excited, man. I'm excited. This is going to be a good one tonight. I figure we do a quick run through my predictions. Pretty simple tonight with only two games on the tube. You got the Rangers and the Bruins, and the Coyotes and the Blues. I actually think the Rangers are going to pull this one off. I'm hoping it's Shesterkin in net. I did not check the dailyfaceoff.com site. I totally forgot to today. It's been a busy day. Hoping that it's Shesterkin. Hey-oh! There we go. What's up, boys? Andy, Jose, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. I think the Rangers get their stuff figured out tonight for sure. I see them taking on the Bruins 3-2. I think Zibanejad finally gets on the goal sheet. I think it's a big night for them. As for the Blues, I think they bounced back from a prior loss to Arizona about 5 nights ago. I think they actually destroyed them 5-2. I mean, that's just what I think. I had a real bad day yesterday. I went 3-7 on the day. Pretty tough day. But hey, that happens. I was 40 games above 500, so I can't really complain if I drop down to being only 33 games above 500. I'm above 500. And I'm not trying to myself, but I mean, it's a pretty solid record if you ask me, the hockey dude. Are you boys pumped up to show off your rosters tonight? I am so pumped up for this. This was one of the coolest ideas. I'm glad you guys thought of it. I'm glad we're all taking part in it. I promoted the crap out of it. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like the passionate fan base for Twitch is as passionate as I thought. I love me some Clayton Keller. Garland's good. I feel like he's got to catch up to the speed of the game a little bit more. You boys see tonight's throwback? You get some good junior hockey by you, don't you, Andy? You better have found it, Jose. I got mine sitting right next to me. I'm staring at it and I'm drooling. I really like what I put together. It's an interesting roster. But I think I found the loophole. You guys are probably some of the smartest hockey minds that I know. And I'm not just saying that because you're here almost every day with me. I mean that sincerely. Uh, I, I I have a feeling that your rosters are going to be phenomenal, and I think that you both likely found the loophole. Quebec Major Junior. Oh, that's awesome. That's very awesome that you got a local team by you. I wish. The closest the closest for me would probably be the Lehigh Valley Phantoms, who are also my minor league affiliate. Oh, did you guys see everybody's on the COVID list for the Flyers now? Uh, Oscar Lindblom, and Scott Lawton were added, so now it's Travis Sanheim, Claude Giroux, Justin Braun, Jake Voracek, Morgan Frost, Oscar Lindblom, and Scott Lawton. Oh, you get the finesse of the kids that want to play, huh? You don't get the bangers, you get the skaters. That's all right. Are you boys both ready for Valentine's Day before we get into these rosters? I'm sure your significant others are waiting in anticipation. I have to go out tomorrow and get my stuff. Don't tell anybody. I went looking today. Instead, I made a really foolish purchase. I bought a box of um I bought a box of O-Pee-Chee 2020-2021 O-Pee-Chee hockey cards, and I've been tearing them open because you can't find those things here in the States. So I ordered it off of eBay, and I've just been losing my mind. I'm getting back into the trading cards. I'm actually hoping to become a vendor, which would be pretty cool. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, I've been ripping open packs all day. So my box came in the mail, and 18 packs were ripped open in probably 12 minutes, give or take. So here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to stop my nonsense about hockey trading cards unless you guys want to talk about hockey trading cards. Guys, I need cards. I need boxes. Andy, if you're ever near a Walmart and you walk in and you see sports cards, let me know. I will PayPal you or Venmo you or whatever way I can get you money. And we got to talk offline. As you saw my post, I'm sure, in our simulated league chat. But yeah, we got some rosters to talk about tonight, boys. I think we're looking at some interesting stuff. If you love Connor Garland, I wonder if he made it to your roster. I wonder how many guys that you got to see play in the queue made it to your roster. I'm not, listen, when I say that I'm the hockey dude, it's strictly the National Hockey League. I have a hard time keeping up. With the juniors. I'll watch the World Junior Championships. So that helps me get involved, which is awesome. You know? Oh, Andy, if you see anything, you got to let me know, dude. Football, hockey, basketball. If you see any of that, please let me know. I will do whatever I have to. I will tip you kindly. The shipping, obviously, I'll pay for the shipping. I'll pay full retail price, and I'll hook you up with a few bucks if you could do me a favor. But that's for another moment in time. But I'm serious. I'm actually dead serious about that. All right, guys, here's what we're going to do. I think it's just us three. I think we're the only ones who actually prepared these rosters, and that's fine because I had a lot of fun doing it, and I know you guys did too. We were all going back and forth and having a great discussion about it. Again, I think. Oh, cool, Andy. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about all that stuff. That's pretty cool. I wouldn't mind finding me some good old Reggie Leach, Bill Barber, Tim Kerr. Man, the good old days. But guys, I think that I think it's our night. I'm assuming. I tried so hard to promote this show as much as I could. I tried so hard to get the fans to want to get involved with our chat tonight. I promoted it on every predictions blog that I put out there. I promoted it all over Twitter, all over Facebook. There was no other outlets that I could really use, unfortunately. So with that, I'd like for you gentlemen to start things off. Jose, you were here first. So why don't you start things off with giving us a look at how do you guys want to do it? You want to go player for player? You want to go line for line? Top line, second line, third line, fourth line, first pairing, second pairing, third pairing, starter, backup, and I guess taxi squad. Starter, backup, and emergency backup. Outside of Connor McDavid, I really want to see how many of us, if we had any other similar players, Okay, cool. Andy, you cool with line by line? So I wonder if any of us had similar players, and I wonder if any of us found the loophole. The loophole was fun. I'm pretty sure you guys know exactly what the loophole was. We were supposed to draft 2 players from draft class. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Loophole. All right, so Jose, why don't you give us your top line? There he goes. Look at that. You homer. Andy, I wonder if you have Matthews on your top line also. All right, Jose, was Matthews your franchise player? I'm typing it so that it could be in the chat as well, but I'm going to announce it first. Andy, what do you got? You homer. I love it. So, ooh. Wow. All right. All right. So Jose went a little, in my opinion, that's a great line, man. That's a great line. Andy, your line has a lot to it. A banger, the greatest player in hockey right now, and one of America's best goal scorers in the game. Well, one of them did. One of them made my team. Connor McDavid made my team as my franchise player, and his wingers are Artemi Panarin and Andrei Svechnikov. How you doing? So, breaking these lines down, I'm guessing Svechnikov is on your taxi squad because Panarin's probably too expensive for that. So, Austin Matthews centering Nathan MacKinnon and Alexander Ovechkin. That is just a goal scorer's dream. Well, how could we not? And I had to put him on my top line. The guy's making $925,000 this year. He's got, at the time that I made my roster, he had 108 career points. Oh, you were able to get Panarin on your taxi squad? Because I doubt it's McDavid. You know what? I'm excited, man. You guys already threw a wrench in my plans, especially you, Jose. Listen, Austin Matthews is a phenomenal hockey player. Nothing to doubt about that whatsoever. There's nothing I could say negative right now about his game. Well, we'll get into that because draft class had a loophole, man. Did you guys not catch it? Andy, I'm surprised. Okay, all right. So phenomenal top lines. I give you guys a lot of credit. You put a lot of thought into that. Andy, your top line has defense, a lot of offense, a lot of speed. Um, Jose, your top line is it's like a lights out line. It's like who's stopping it? So great. We'll talk loophole after it's all said and done. You know, I had to franchise McDavid when Panarin's making almost 11 and three quarters. All right, Andy, show me yours. So Sidney Crosby, Braden Point, and Philip Forsberg. Wow, that's a nice second line. That's the loophole, Jose. Obviously, with Panarin, that's the loophole. Undrafted players. You love you some Ailers, don't you? Going with the old Colorado line almost there. That's interesting. See, my second line is a lot different. My second line is a lot different. Money. Money played a big factor into the second line that I put together. But I want to be able to, I made a line that I want to be able to go out with and score, but also shut down your Landeskog, McKinnon, and Ehlers, or your Crosby, Point, and Forsbergs. So I went with Marchessault, Couturier, and Bergeron. How's that for a shutdown line that could score? The draft class idea made this a lot of fun. It's a shutdown line, but it puts up points. I knew I would need some. Here's my thinking behind that. I knew I was gonna need something to compare to something dynamic that you guys were gonna bring forward. Top line against top line. I think we all have phenomenal top lines. You know, that's gonna come down to the pairings to play against those lines more so than the forwards playing against each other. The defensive pairings and the goaltending for every top line, I personally feel, mine included, not being biased, um, that would come more to the defense. My second line presence has an ability to shut your guys' second lines down and take that defense and turn it into offense. So that's why I did what I did. Okay, Jose, I want to know why you went with Alexis. My third line is the cheapest, youngest line in hockey. Oh, nice third line. Jose, I'm a little disappointed with Alexis. Coots and Stoots, phenomenal. Here, you know why? Because I got Stoots on my third line too. But I went really young with my third line. I think my third line in total, my third line is under $3 million as an entire line. It's got speed, it's got talent, it's young. It could keep up with. I think Couturier would shut them down. To be honest with you, I think Bergeron would shut them down. He's got a rough go at it, Jose. He's in the wrong market. He's on the wrong team. That's a team that I mean, Panarin shouldn't be in New York, unfortunately. Thank you, Andy. I really like Suzuki's game. That was a hell of a trade by Montreal for Max Pax. Um, it seems we all had a thing for Stutzel. Andy, I'm assuming he made something of your team. If he didn't, I'd be a little surprised. I'm actually a little surprised to see how vastly different our teams are. I had to go young because I went so expensive with Panarin and Bergeron and Marchessault, and I put a $3 million player on my fourth line. Oh, my D's really young too. Well, actually, it's not. Actually, it's not. It's a perfect balance. Andy, I was telling you earlier, my team is balance. My team is all about balance. All right, so let's see those fourth lines. One of my defensemen are undrafted, two of them are on entry levels, and three of them are veterans. This is one of the lines I was looking most forward to seeing. Um, Top lines and fourth lines. Jesus. How'd you, how did you, how, I'm just so, Jesus. That's fine. So you got the kid playing with the old farts, huh? Andy, you see this kid's fourth line? Nick Ritchie, Casey Zizekas, and Barclay Goodrow. It might be the oldest fourth line in all of hockey. How did you pull that off, Jose? How do you get Shifley onto this roster? Yeah, I like me some Ritchie too. Perry's having a solid year in Montreal. Oh no, I trust you, dude. Yeah, you had 23 guys, so you're one extra forward, you're one extra defenseman. You have three goalies on entry level contracts. Wow, I'm surprised. I know who one is. I know who two are. I know who two are. I know who two are. But I don't want to. I definitely know who two are. I'm not gonna lie about that. All right, let's get into the defensive pairings. Yeah, I think so. I think so. But obviously, we're going to get to that in a little bit. Um, let's get into our defensive pairings. Jose, what you got? What say you? Yeah, there it is. There it is. Wow. Wow. So you both went with Victor first. I went with him, but not right away. I love it. 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 Because so Darling and Carlson. No, man, you're putting up points with this defense so far. I needed a banger on mine, but Shea scores. He bangs. I needed a banger on mine. Andy, what's your second pairing? I love the Hedman Klingberg. I think Klingberg is a phenomenal pick. Pariaco, oh, I wanted to put Jacob Slavin on my roster so bad. I went really interesting here. You boys ready for it? I went really interesting. Victor Hedman and Zach Whitecloud. Love that kid's game out in Vegas. Vince Dune, huh? Vince, I love his game, Andy. I love his game. Undrafted, how you doing? Woo, that's a scoring third pair, but they are gonna give up goals, dude. Vince Dune, why Vince Dune? You just needed somebody to fit in the cap? Again, Jose, I'm questioning one of your players. I don't know why. He's great. Three of my defensemen all of them almost make 8 million each. Yeah, no, he's a solid player, Jose. I'm just breaking chops. I'm just breaking chops, dude. Use and use, huh? Andy, you went with a win now, huh? You went with a win now. Jose, you pull those kids in when needed. Kinda hot. Kinda hot. Kinda hot. Hart's having a tough season this year. His defense is letting him down big time, making huge saves, but letting in some tough goals. He's got no help. But kinda hot. I love kinda hot. Andy, you love you some Gibson, dude. I'm just gonna give you all three of mine. Very interesting on the goaltenders. We all took cat a hat. Carter Hart out of Philadelphia. How you doing? It's all right. It was not easy. How about this kid, Kevin Lankinen, boys? How about this rookie sensation out in Chicago? I know he crapped the bed last night, but you do for that. Yeah, we got some phenomenal teams. I'm really happy. I'm really proud of you boys. I appreciate you guys doing this. The idea was great, and I am not at all disappointed with anything that you guys put together. Jose made a spreadsheet. Jose's a spreadsheet guy. I love it. Yeah, extremely. Yeah, tell me about it, Andy. That and I'm ripping open hockey cards. Oh, I got to get some football. I got to get some football and some basketball. I'm not a basketball fan, but a buddy of mine is, and he wants to. He wants to. Well, he was a 2020 AHL All Star. He came from the Finnish league. Wow, he was even in the ECHL. He went from Rockford to Indy, back to Rockford, and now he's rookie sensation. Not even a journeyman. He journeyed through the minor ranks in the Finnish league. But after he jumped back up from the ECHL. He went to the All Star game last year in the AHL. Yeah, P. Suter. I got him on my squad in the C. Andy. Andy, Jose wants to get into a league too. We got to find a sim league. We got to find a sim league. We got to find something that we can start up and do exactly what we just did. No, you don't want to be in my shoes right now. Oh, Andy jumping right into the power plays. Well, hopefully Taylor wants to get in. Jose, go enjoy your dinner and your Friday night, man. Thanks for being here. Thanks for doing this with us. I appreciate you, man. I'm just typing something up here. I just gave out my power play units. Sorry for being so quiet. I was typing up the power play units into the chat. Yeah, Jose, you had a hell of a team, dude. Great work. Excellent job. Thank you for doing it. Thank you for putting it together and all that jazz. Andy, you had a hell of a team too. I love the grizzled vets that you threw on there, man. A lot of them on league minimum salaries. You're making yourself you made yourself a hell of a team, man. Jesus, your power plays are dangerous. I didn't do penalty kills, but it would be pretty easy. It'd be Coots and Casey, and it'd be Bergie and Goodrow. With any of my defensemen would be tough. Oh, let me type it in. Let me type it in. There we go. There we go. I forgot to do penalty kills. That's why it's nice to do it on the fly. It's pretty easy when you know your players too. Oh my god, I'd love to see these teams in a sim or in like NHL. It'd be impossible to do all the trades and stuff. I would love to put these teams into a sim. That would be a lot of fun. I'd love to see where we wind up and who'd we wind up with and what the sim would create out of it. That would be awesome. Hell, I'm gonna try to draft this team if we get that opportunity. Uh, oh, you don't have the opportunity to go see the chat, do you? All right, so hold on. I'm going back in the chat. Let's see here. Let's see here. All right, so Andy, we both had McDavid. He didn't. You guys both had McKinnon. I didn't. We all had Hart. We all had Hughes. I think only you and I had Svechnikov. I don't think Jose had Svechnikov. And I didn't have Makar. I left Makar out. I don't know why. I think it was a money thing. I like White Cloud. He's a Bergeron. There you go. Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't put McDavid on his roster. He went with Matthews. He really homered out, which is fine. I mean, I homered out with Couturier, but come on, the guy's a Selke Trophy winner. Yeah, I don't think it was a stupid choice, just like I don't think Matthews was a stupid choice for Jose. But I'm sure he could have fit Matthews in somehow with McDavid. If we can get Lafreniere rated to like a 73 and we threw Jose's line in a sim, that would be a pretty good line. It might have been draft year for me. I'm not 100%. I don't have the. I made a draft. I do everything by hand. I do everything by hand. I write everything out. I walk it out. I write it out. I write it out. Listen, everybody's got to put a player from their team. It's mandatory almost. We should have made it partially criteria. But I don't know. I don't know who I would have put if not for Couturier. Kevin Hayes. I probably would have put Kevin Hayes because he does it all. 5-on-5, power play, shorthanded. He does it all. If I had to have a favorite Leaf, it'd probably be Mitch Marner. Mitchell. If you had a favorite Flyer, who would it be, Andy? I'm going to say TK. Nah, the delay. I forgot that there's a delay. I'm staring at the chat waiting for the words to come up. And they're just not popping up. Man, I really wish there were more of you in here tonight. You guys should have took the plunge. You guys should have put together a team, made it fit, made it work, had some fun with us. We wanted to have some fun on this Friday night. Take a little step away from the league. It's a quiet night around the league. It's a quiet league right now with all the postponed games. Good call, Andy. Good call. Provy's a hell of a pick. Guy plays 23 minutes a night. I like Konechny. He's a chirper. I love it. But TK's got to find his game. Can't be a healthy scratch. Man, we've been doing this for 40 minutes. It feels like 10 minutes. It feels like we just started. Andy, what are you doing for dinner tonight? Anything good? It's Friday night. The Hockey Dude's live. Come on in. Who's your favorite team? Who's your favorite player? Who are you? Where are you from? Let's talk. Good old Phil Myers, huh? I love him. I love his game. I hope he can stay healthy. That's all right. You can't remember everything. I got to tell you, man, this was fun. I really wish more people were involved. This was a lot of fun. Ooh, nice. I had Cornish hen. Cornish hen, potatoes, and carrots. I'm glad you enjoyed dinner. I don't know why I'm telling you about dinner, but I guess that's what it comes down to when we do this. Listen, bud, you put together a hell of a team. I know our conversations were deep. We had a lot of criteria to cover. You did a great job, man. I appreciate you having taken the time to do this. It was almost as good as drafting a sim team. I think that's the only thing that would have topped doing what we did. Oh, look at you. Enjoy that Friday night. Listen, man, I'm going to let you go sip that whiskey. I got to hit you up on the messenger and have a quick little conversation if you can give me a minute. I'd like to ask you about the card situation. But other than that, man, yeah, the only thing that would have surpassed the greatness of this would be if we were drafting a sim team. Oh, it's really good. You got to have Cornish hen. Put them in the oven. Season the crap out of them. It's really good. Everybody had Carter Hart. That's my favorite thing about all of this. No, I'm just kidding. Kinda. All right, bud. I'm gonna call it. We're gonna have a night to process how awesome it was. I get to go back and look through the chat later on, and just really take in these teams and really appreciate what you guys did. I'm gonna go through it again. I'm gonna dive in deep to what your thought process could have been. But yeah, I'm gonna close this one out. Twitch, I want to thank you all for joining me. Andy, Jose, as always, it's an absolute pleasure and a privilege to have you gentlemen with me as much as you are. I really appreciate you guys more than words can express, honestly. Thank you for everything you guys do, making this chat a lot of fun. Enjoy your Friday night. Enjoy your weekend, Twitch. I'll be back here on Monday, and hopefully I'll get some new followers over the weekend. That's the goal. Let's get to affiliate. What do you say? With that, peace.